She left, and she already understands how you feel. She doesn't need to text or call you. Instead, she's watching silently and patiently to see if you'll crack, if you'll reach out, if you'll beg, or if you'll crumble under the weight of her absence. What if I told you that? Now she's waiting for you to break first. This is your defining moment. This is the crossroads where weak men fold and strong men rise. Here's the most important point. She didn't leave to forget about you. She left to see if you would forget about yourself. So, what will you do? Will you prove her right, or will you stand tall, silent, unshaken, untouchable? Stop falling into the trap. Because she left, you think it's over. You think she has moved on. No, she's still watching your reaction, waiting for your response, and testing you, not because she wants you back, but to see if you're still under her spell. Then she designs a trap to make you question everything. She suddenly becomes more active on social media and starts living her best life in front of the world. But the truth is, she's not as happy as she pretends to be. If you take that bait, the moment you reach out to ask her how she's doing or try to get closure, you fail the test. Because then she knows you're still affected, that she still controls your emotions, and that gives her power. The more you react, the more she wins. So, are you ready to stop reacting to manipulation, or will you still chase her, crumble, and become desperate in search of answers that don't exist? Stop seeking what doesn't exist. Are you left standing in the ruins, trying to piece together what went wrong, trying to understand why someone who once claimed to love you could leave so easily? And you tell yourself, you just need one last conversation. You think if she just explains why, if she gives you that closure, you'll be able to move on. No, the truth is, her explanation won't heal you. It won't make the pain go away. Even if she tells you exactly why she left, you'll still face the same reality. Women don't just wake up and leave. They emotionally detach first. This means she already made up her mind long before you ever knew. By the time she actually walks away, she has already processed it and moved on. She's gone. And the more you chase closure, the weaker you appear. The more you ask for explanations, the more you validate her decision to leave. When you stop needing closure and searching for answers that don't exist, she begins to feel something she never expected. Regret. Why isn't he asking what happened? Why isn't he trying to fix things? Why does it seem like he doesn't even care? And that's the real closure. The power of silence. When you respond with silence and refuse to play the game, that's when everything changes. Silence is not your weakness. It's the strongest response you can give. Silence creates doubt. It makes her question everything and wonder if she mattered as much as she thought. The moment you stop reacting, you become a mystery, and a mystery is power. That's when she starts paying attention, and that's exactly what she never expected. A Stoic man doesn't seek validation. A Stoic man doesn't need explanations and does not react to someone else's emotional chaos. He observes, remains still, and controls himself. Silence is powerful. It puts you in control and forces her to question herself instead of you. The moment she starts overthinking and questioning herself, you've already won. Remember, your silence speaks louder than words. The real test isn't whether she comes back. The real test is whether you even care anymore. Choose power over pain. Right now, I know you feel the sting, the emptiness, the cold weight of loss. The pain is real, the betrayal, the rejection, the sense that someone who once meant everything to you is now a stranger. At this point, most men let it consume them. They spiral downwards, drink too much, distract themselves with meaningless things, and allow heartbreak to define them, turning their suffering into chains. But here's what separates weak men from warriors. What will you do with that pain? A Stoic man who understands true power doesn't run from pain or stay down. He transforms it, using every ounce of pain as fuel to reinvent himself into someone unrecognizable. He takes the darkest parts of himself and forges them into something stronger, because he knows that pain is just raw energy. It can break you or build you, and the choice is entirely yours. Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Now, you don't chase, you evolve. So this is the moment you transform your pain into power. You rebuild. Your wake-up call is your turning point. Take all that energy you wasted on her and invest it in yourself. Get back in the gym, sharpen your mind, and build a life so powerful, so fulfilling, so unstoppable that she wouldn't even recognize the man she left behind. But it has to be real. You can't fake it. You can't pretend to move on while secretly checking her social media, hoping for a text, still emotionally tied to her. The only way to win is to truly let go, to stop caring, and to become so focused on your own growth, your mission, and your life that her absence no longer matters. That's when she begins to feel it. Now she feels the absence, the void, the unsettling realization that she might have miscalculated. She went from being the one pursued to wondering if she made a mistake. How did he become this version of himself without me? Was I the one holding him back? Did I lose the best thing I ever had? By then, it won't even matter, because you'll be so focused on your growth, your mission, and your greatness that her absence won't mean a thing. If you're done being an option and ready to become a memory she can't erase, understand this. Your absence speaks louder than your presence. Remember at this point not to revisit what you've outgrown. She made her choice, and now you make yours. There is no revenge greater than elevation, no power move stronger than complete indifference, and no greater victory than choosing yourself over someone who once made you an option. The past is irrelevant, the pain is transformed, and the need for her is gone. Now you see it clearly. She was never the source of your strength, you were. The moment you embrace that truth, you become unshakable.